Okay guys, so this is going to be a fun treat, 2 in 1 evening. I'm going to do two uploads tonight. This battle was, again, I used the same team because I think the only difference is instead of Walrein I have Flareon this time. Because Flareon never gets any use, and I mean he still doesn't really see too much action in this game, but he does serve his purpose. You can see their team has a Leafeon, a Cherim, the Whimsicott, Magmortar, Starmie, and a Ninetales. So, I know right away that's a Drought Ninetales, and from most of their team you can tell it's pretty much a Sunny Day team. And looking at my team, I was like, oh, well, I have two people that are extremely weak to fire. Hopefully, they don't send the fire guys out first, but I kind of knew they would. But let's see how it goes. So I typically lead with Bronzong and then these two guys because they both have priority and I just like to spam it, but I realized that both of my priority moves aren't really that good here, so I decided to, I think my Hitmonlee has the Focus Sash, so I decided to use Rock Tomb on the Magmortar, and then, if he survives, then to go for a, excuse me, to go for a Mach Punch the next turn. And of course, my Hitmonlee, I maxed out special defense. Flareon has really high special defense, and, just absorb that Flash Fire, which, I mean, that was basically what he was there for, was just to absorb that one fire move. Because that's all I needed him for. And Rock Tomb, even though that has a really low attack power, it does a lot of damage, and that's not even stab. So, for people who are ever wondering, Rock Tomb is a very good move. And of course, Hitmonlee gets burned, no pun intended, from making contact with the Flame Body, but, he wasn't going to survive anyway because they're just really focusing to take him out, which I was really hoping they would do, because Starmie could have basically ended the match had he chose to attack Gladius. I got the free Calm Mind at this point, and now Ninetales didn't Heat Wave again, so Gladius didn't take any more damage. So at this point, I've already got +1 to special defense and special attack. I'm going to Calm Mind again. I'm trying to get that set up because I have recovery on my Latias. And I'm really hoping the Starmie Ice Beams me at least once, because I know that my Latias is wearing a weakness policy. So the moment he hits me super effective, and there it is, you're going to see now he's going to be in a bad position, because now, instead of +1, I'm at +3 special attack, and I just Calm Mind again, so now I'm at +4. Even though I didn't put anything into it, that's still 3 times your base stat. And, I think 115 was what his special attack, or her special attack is normally. So, 345, that's quite a good bit of special attack, especially at level 50. He's going for the Solar Beam. I didn't really expect Onsen to survive. So, he's just there to pretty much take hits. So at this point, I just flipped it around, so now Ninetales is going to go before my Latias, but Starmie is going to go after my Latias, which is the important part, because Starmie is the one that's doing a lot of damage, so I need to make sure that I can get recovers up before him. But fortunately I did get the Hypnosis off, so Starmie's still kind of just leaving me alone. He got the Leech Seed up, which I wasn't too worried about, because, I'm pretty sure he's gonna die here anyway. Yeah. And then, so Leech Seed really didn't do anything. But Bronzong will be able to go first the next turn and just kill him. I mean, Ninetales has been killing himself the entire time, you see, because he's got a Life Orb, and, he's almost down 50% of his max health. So I was really glad to see that. And here just take out the Cherim with the gyro ball because that thing's a lot faster than Bronzong. And my Bronzong is brave nature, I believe, so he's really, really slow. And thank God he's out of range of that heat wave. So Ninetales. I mean, he probably realistically he should have switched spots with Ninetales because you can see Ninetales isn't hurting Latias, so he should have at least switched spots and just heat waved the Bronzong and instantly killed it. Because it definitely would have worked. But now the drought is gone, so the weather effect is over, and I'm just putting all of his people to sleep because I just need Bronzong to stay protected over there. And now my main priority is kill the Starmie. He's gonna heat wave me again. It's not that big of a deal. I just need to get rid of the Starmie. I think I have Shadow Ball on my I have Shadow Ball in there to deal with things like Metagross and other psychic types. But again, +4 special attack, so it's doing a lot of damage right now. I mean, it should pretty much one-hit kill anything. And I didn't play my cards right here because I could have kept my I could have kept this going a lot longer than I did, or I could have ended it sooner, I should say. Ninetales is still spamming fire or heat wave, and I really don't want him to switch and kill the Bronzong, and I don't know if they have ways to heal him, so I just go and try to take him out at this point. I forgot that grass thing in the middle, the Whimsicott, is a grass and fairy type, so my Bronzong could have actually one-hit killed it with Gyro Ball. But I didn't attack it, because if I had attacked it there, it would have died, and Latias would not have died. So now I'm down to just my Bronzong, and I have Leafeon alive, who just Swords Danced, and and the Whimsicott. So I go right away for the Gyro Ball and that one. Just because I'm pretty sure it has Encore and, other really obnoxious status affecting moves, so I really don't want to deal with that. Again, Bronzong, he's such a beast, he's like so tanky, and, Leafeon's slowly taking damage, and thank God that Hypnosis landed. I've had fights where like 4 Hypnosises in a row don't land, but I was pretty fortunate with that one. So Leafeon falls asleep. And I know, even though Leafeon has a lot of defense, again, the damage is calculated based on the speed difference between my Pokemon and his. So the fact that there's a greater difference in the speed means it's doing a lot of damage. And I know he's got to be kicking himself knowing that he just lost to a Bronzong. Especially since he had several opportunities to switch and just kill him in one hit. But, so even though you might be faced with, and I said it in one of my other videos, even though you're faced with a grim situation, stick it out, because you never know what might happen, what moves might miss, what bad decisions your opponents make. But there you go. So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want. Let me know if there's something different that you want to see. Alright, thanks.